Okay, good morning. I'm going to be demonstrating how to start your project APA style, and so please pay attention, and I hope this goes a long way to help you. So before you start actually anything on your work, you need to make sure you're working with an empty workspace. And so the first thing I'll be doing is to ensure all the major styling system are in place. Now, in the case of our department, we're going to use the font carry new and the font size 12. We're going to have 1 inch margins for the left, right, top and bottom. And so let's start off with that. Now, so I'll go to the normal style, right click, and then modify it. In modification, I'll change the font to carry new and then increase the font to 12. The research is supposed to be justified. Then I'll go to the format at the bottom left of the pop-up. I'll click on paragraph. Now the line spacing should be double. After every paragraph, it's made 8 points. I think I can make it 8 points is okay for standard use. Yes, there is no indentation when you start, and so no need for that. I click on OK, and that will be it for the normal. And then I'm going to do similar for no spacing. I think it has picked from the previous, the normal is the basics, and so you see carry new here. Yes, I'm going to leave that, and then I'm going to the header. Now the header styling should be black. You see it's blue, should be bold, it should be centered. Carry new 12, please, it's not 14. You click on automatic so that anytime you do it, it's automatically takes that effect. Then let's go to the paragraph. We have double spacing. Now I'm going to make it 12 points after. So when you press enter, after that, the number of space after is going to be 12 points. Before is 12 point, after is also 12 point, and that will be it for it's centered. Yes, we've done that, which is good. All right, and then the header 2, I would explain which one will be the header 2. So the same thing, font 12, bold, black, but this is left aligned, not center. Also double spacing. Paragraph again, we now before should be 6 or 12 points. After, I would like to make it 12 points, no, 6 points. All right, so that should be it. Similar goes to, wow, there's no header 3, so I'm going to pull down and see if I can get header 3 somewhere. Okay, I would leave it like that, and then in most of your cases you see header 3, you have to change it, or you could still use the own header 2 for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to have the cover. You should know the outline. Your cover after that should have acknowledgement, spelling mistake there, acknowledgement, I'm going to put declaration first before acknowledgement, dedication, then I'm going to have table of contents, table of content abstract chapter 1. Yeah, so I'm pretty much taking care of all that I need to do for each of the major headers, and so I can easily select all. I mean, it's supposed to be like that. Then now in front of chapter 1, I'll go to page layout or layout, and then I'll select break. I'm going to create 3 sections. I'm starting with chapter 1, and so I go to next page, which means that this page would have slightly different from the previous page. I'm also going to place another break page right in front of the declaration. That is section break. So section break, and the next page, right? So the cover page is different from what is here. Now let me go and then work on the page numbers. So it's going to be a footer, so I'll double click in the footer area. You have your space there. Now this section, right, the entire of these header are going to be using Roman numerals. The cover page have no page, so what we have to do is to unlink. If you check the navigation area, we are going to separate this particular that section from the previous section. So link to previous should be deactivated, so that whatever we do here will not affect the first page or the first section. So we're going to put here now page numbers should be bottom, all right, should be in the bottom and centered middle, right? Go back, page format should be this should start with I, and there you have it. So you have I here, and there is no page number here. And then when we go to the next page, you notice that the chapter 1 has been given the page number page 2, which is wrong. So we have to, now you notice that this is footer section 3. When you check down there, footer section 3, and so under section 3 we're going to start a new. So we need to, shouldn't be the same as the previous, so we should link it, right? You notice the same as previous is no more there. So whatever we do here would be unique to this particular page. So we go to the page formatting and we start from 1, and that will give us 1 here, I there. Then we can close the footer. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a break page in front of each of these subheader: acknowledgement, dedication, table of content, abstract. Now one of the simplest way to do that is to use the control plus enter. All right, control plus enter. But so that's or you can also go to the layout break. Then you have the first break page, which is the page. So when I click on that, you notice that there is a break page before that, and I'm going to do the same thing for the next break page. This time I'm going to use the control enter. There you have it, and there for the abstract too. So which means that each of these start on a major page, and that's the significance of setting the pages before you start doing anything. That would help you. So you notice we have I, and then you have the table of contents here. So, and on the table of content, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to reference, and I'm going to insert the table of content. So under the table of content navigation area or tab, you click on the table of content. I like to use the second option. I don't know. I'm very much comfortable with the second option. So when I click on that, the table of content appears with the numbers there, and they are going to be, I'm going to remove this from there because I already have table of content here. Yes, so that is it. That helps you in setting up. Now let's go. The first thing I like to do is to ensure my cover is on point. So you do this. I'm going to copy a sample of the cover page and edit it. But before that, I'm going to reformat it so that Control N. Oh shoot, let's go back. Sorry about that. Notepad. Yes, I need notepad, so that this is no more. So I have it there. It's all messed up. Let me change the name here to student name, student ID. All right, there you go. So it's all messed up. So what we have to do is to arrange it well. Okay, so let me select the entire thing and go to home. As much as possible, I like to set it at 1.5. I remove every space below. Of course, there you have it. Then I'm going to use the no space center, and then go for 1.5. I'm going to remove this from here. So there you go. TD submitted in partial off there. Enter. Brings to the next line. Exactly that. All right, so there we have it. This needs to come here. That should be it. That should be it. Yes. Okay, so it should be 2 space here. Should be 2 space here too. If you do it right, it's supposed to fit the entire page nicely. There you have it. So when I deactivate the pointers, you see that. So I'll select everything again and make it bold. My page checkers. When you're working, it's important you activate the what do you call it, the show paragraph markings. That helps you to know the dot in between is a space. So if I have double space, it's going to give me 2 dots. I remove 1. Every inverted P is, or the P symbol, shows that you've entered, you've used the board key, enter, right? You've moved to the next paragraph. Basically, that's it. So this is how your cover should look. Basically, you can have your declaration here, your acknowledgement, dedication. You know, there you go with your. So when I come here and then I enter, update the table, you notice that it's gone. All right. So let's go to chapter 1. So chapter 1, I have the general introduction into bracket. That is your project proposal. Yep. So this is supposed to be header 1. Now everything should be all caps. Yes, there you go. So there you have it. Then I have 1.1 space introduction. Now your introduction should not be all caps, right? So this is header 2, right? So 1.1 subject and field of study. All right, so I have 1.2, which is going to be, in this case, I'll just go straight to the objectives. Study objectives. So I'm going to have 1.1.2.1, which is going to be the general objectives. And then 1.2.3, sorry, 0.2 is going to be the specific objective. So all these are header 2. I'm going to use the same thing for the header 3. Since I'm not, oh, okay, header 3 have appeared here, so I'm going to use that. Let me set that. So I'm going to select this and select that, set it, modify, so that it's easy to have a different effect in case there is from the others. So what I'll do is I'll go to the paragraph and I'm going to indent that particular header no, I'll leave it as it is. I'll indent it later at a different place. Alright, so double spacing should be bold as well. So that's it. There you go. Very good. There you go. So that should be it. Now when we go to our table of content and we try to update the table of content, we update the entire table. There you have it. So you notice that these are showing. Now let me go to edit field. All right, TOC, that's the table of content. You modify and then you make the first one, you modify that, make it bold, double spacing. Yes, that's okay. Header 2, modify, bold. I like to make it 1.5 to kind of close it a little bit, you know, and keep it under the header 1, that is under that section. And I'll leave it, I won't make it bold, right? So I'll just leave it like that. Modify the same thing, 1.2. There you go. Now let me make the 2 bold and I'll leave the other one. So there you go. So you notice that all header 1 and 2 are bold, but then you notice the indentation help us know what's going on. Let's go up and then try and then change this to all caps. It's important that all your header 1s are all in the appropriate caps, you know, should all be uppercase. Table of content should be uppercase as well. There you have it. There you go. There you go. Upper. Okay, let me do something. I wouldn't want that to affect that. Alright, so now let me try and update this and see how it goes. There you have it. So this is how your table of content will look, and you see the header 3 has been indented nicely and it's lowercase. So this is a way of setting up your workstation, whatever you're doing, before you even do anything. Now most of you have done everything, so the best thing is go and format normal space header 1, header 2, header 3 purposely for that. Now in case you have a table, right? So let me insert a table. All right, let me insert a table. So I have a table like that. All right, ideally the table settings should be such that where are you? The line should be, no, I don't want that. Nope. Okay, let me just go by this. Should be something like this. That a line. Yeah, so I'm gonna have why can't I get the cursor inside the box? Okay, there you go. Sorry, I think there was a delay. So I'm going to pick this, but then I'm going to remove this line. All right, so there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 119, 120, So I have my table. This is going to be my header. So let's say items, you know, why is that even delete column? Yeah. So now the table caption, once you just right click on the table, right, you have the plus sign, insert caption, right? So once I insert caption, all table captions should be at the top of the table, so always above the table. We can cross-check that with the submission guide. So let's say data on students, right? That's it, students. There you go. Enter. So you find it here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to the style and then open everything. So that's your caption, because you want to modify it and make it suit what you're doing. It's not supposed to be italicized, right? It's supposed to be black, not gray. And so you want to, table could be I accept 11 is okay. So it's, you know, it looks nice. There should be, you know, single spacing. That's also okay. Yeah. Or you could use 12. 11 is okay. When you use 11, it becomes easy. It's simple, you know. So that is that. The same thing for when you have a figure, right? Let's see, insert. Let's insert something. What's a clip art? Yeah, insert picture. Insert a picture. Remember, anytime you insert a figure, right, which is technically a picture, it should be half, should try to occupy half of the page, all right? So I'm making sure it's aligned with the entire top margin. I have it almost half of the page. The same thing when you right click and then you say insert caption. Now this time it's the label is not a table, it's what? A figure. So it's going to be figure 1, all right? And then I say okay, you know, distribution of data, all right? It's going to be below, enter. So you see, sorry, distribution. There you have it. So you have a figure here, which is also caption. So if we want to make the captions bold, we can make it bold, you know. Yeah. So whatever changes I put there would also affect the table. There you have it. All right, good. So when you have figures, this is how you should do it. Now it becomes easy, so that when you come to the table of content, right, beneath that you should have what? List of tables, and then the list of figures. List of figures. So this is supposed to also be uppercase. Both are supposed to have the characteristics of the header 1 in the middle, and I'm going to put a break page right in front of the table of list of tables. Control enter, and then Control enter as well. So beneath the list of tables, what you come there, you go to referencing, and then you insert table of figures, right? When you click on that, it will give you options. But what we are inserting here is not from figures, it's actually from tables. All right, so I'll just insert, and there you have the table that I did. And then when I move to the next page, the same thing, insert table. So here it's figures, caption labeled figures, right? Then I enter, so we have figure 1, and that's also going to help you to insert your captions and everything that needs to be done. We can then save this as the test document. Yes, save, browse. Let me put it on desktop. Okay, so test format. There you have it. Go. So at this point, your entire document is ready for the rest of anything you want to put in. And if I want to put a paragraph, yes, let me see. So I can have this. And I already told you how to work on it. So yeah, there you go. So the moment the pages begin to change, the moment the pages begin to change, when I go up to the table of content, there you have it, and then we update the table of content. If I have changed or I've inserted new, I have inserted something new, so I'll update the entire table, and there you have the list of tables part of it. You notice that there are a lot of change. The numbers have changed. When I come to this and I update field, I would update numbers. You notice now it's on page 3. So our figure will definitely also change. Update, right click, your figure update. Also now on page 4. That's the beauty of using automated system. Always make sure you save your work as you work with it. I hope this helped you in starting. Now in your chapter 2, so you have it here. Let me go to chapter 1 at the last end of your chapter. Okay, there you go. So I'm going to have chapter 2 here. So let's go. Should be header 1, should be uppercase, control enter to create a break page. Then have the literature review, should all be uppercase, also header 1. Now in your chapter 2 you have to review 4 to 6 systems. Now in doing so, what you want to do is in review, we're going to be using the features. You have to know the features of the system. So you could have a table, so what you have here, as the system 1, system 2 onto the other systems, and you have the features, features of the system. So feature 1, you're gonna have feature 2. Now this would help you a lot because it will help you know how to develop your new system. Now, so each system has several features. Please, login interface is not a feature. Tell us the functions. It depends on the system you are building. If you are designing anything, let's say a school system, then it has the registration area, it has the student portal, it has the faculty portal, it has the admissions portal. So these are features that exist. Not all education systems have it, but these are like simple components. So if you're integrating it with other departments, then you say, oh, then yours have also the accounting section attached to it. Now when you review the systems, you come to a point where you realize that there are different features that exist in different models that they've built, and you are bringing different of them together to form yours. And that's the beauty of what you're doing. I hope we are clear. So in your chapter 2, once you are building a system, remember this is not a social science research. This is a system design. So you're reviewing systems, and you can review technologies behind how the systems were also done, and you can add it to the chapter. But we want to see the systems you reviewed. You talk about the features, what make them unique. Please don't tell me advantages and disadvantages. Every system was built for a reason. And so what you want us to know is what exactly that system was built to do, right? And then in closing your chapter, how would that particular feature also help in what you are building, or give you more information into what you want to build? I hope we are clear. So once you're able to do the analysis of the features, it becomes easier when you get to your chapter 3 or chapter 4 and you have to design the your proposed system, right? And please don't tell me the manual system. There's nothing like a manual system. It is a system that exists. They are using a filing system. How does their filing system operate? Tell us. Now, in most of you cases, that would be reasonable to elaborate that on chapter 3, not in chapter 2. Because the chapter 3 is crystallization of the problem. You want to make the problem clear. So you are telling us details of what exists currently and the problem that they are facing, and that will lead to your chapter 4, which will tell us the solution you are giving to that particular problem. I hope this small demonstration helps you, because I'll be expecting your chapter 1 and 2 in the next 2 weeks. I wish you all the best, and if you have any problem, send a message through the portal so that your communication is done. You could always send me communication through the Google Classroom. If you don't have the Google Classroom on your phones, please install the Google Classroom on your phone so you can have quick access and easy access to the Google Classroom portal. Thank you very much, and I wish you the very best. Bye-bye.